Hey friends, this is Nitish Balal and I'm back with the review of the new Reebok CrossFit Nano 9. So for those who don't know what the Reebok CrossFit Nanos are, let me start off with slightly introducing. I am assuming that you guys might be knowing CrossFit, but then still. So CrossFit is a training program and a sport where we use movements from powerlifting, weightlifting, gymnastics, plyometrics, and we do movements that include running, skipping, and all these things combined into one. And we try and do it at high intensity. So one of the most important aspects of your training becomes the footwear that you wear for your training, for your workouts. So before the Nanos, there was no particular shoe that actually sufficed the requirement of all these movements within one single workout. So Reebok came up with the idea of a Nano, and they launched the Nanos with the idea that you can lift, you can run, you can skip, you can jump, and all those activities that are used in the sport of CrossFit, specifically with just one shoe. So right from its inception, from the Nano 1 all the way up to the Nano 9, it's just been evolving and evolving and evolving with greater and greater advances to the shoe. And undoubtedly Nano 9 is the best of the lot till now. I personally have been using the Nano series right from the Nano 5s. So I've used the Nano 5, I've used the Nano 6, I've used the Nano 7, I've used the Nano 8 and their Flex Weave variants as well. I've also used the Speed TR Flex Weave, and I've also used the Legacy lifters. But since I've started using the Nano 9s, I have not switched my shoes at all. So before the Nano 9s, I would switch between the Nano 8, Speed TRs and Legacy lifters depending upon what kind of a workout am I doing. But then since I started using the Nano 9s, this has been my shoe all while during my training throughout. So there are multiple features or multiple factors that make the Nano 9 your go-to shoe for your CrossFit workouts. So I'm going to list one by one all of those. And the first thing is the looks of the Nano 9s. So I mean, this is one of the versions that are available as of now in our country, in India. This is the games version. But there are two more colors that are available. One is the regular black and the white sole. That's the general common version. And there's one more after the games. Reebok India has launched one more, which is the grey and the gum sole version of the Nano 9. And the one thing that is very appealing to me is the Reebok Vector logo. Of late, Reebok had been using the Delta logo on all the Nanos. So since their 5, 6 and 7s, they've been using the Vector, they've been using the Delta logo, and they've switched to the Vector logo. That's a pretty cool thing to have. I mean, I've not seen the Vector logo for a while now, so having it on the Nanos feels cool because I've seen it in the Nano 2s and the ones, and I'm not seeing it later on. So that's something cool to have. And I mean, the colors just look big. I mean, I feel the Vector logo gives a different feel. When you look at the shoe, it feels a new and a raw look to it. So that is one thing that's a plus to me. It depends upon you if you like the Vector logo or the Delta logo. The second thing that makes it a very good shoe for your training is the dual sole. Again, as you can see, there are two different soles attached, which is partitioned from between. The lower portion of the sole is good for your lifting, which is harder, and it's good for your Olympic lifts, for your squats, for your deadlifts, anything that is associated with weightlifting and your lower body. And the upper portion of the sole is something that is designed specifically for running. So when you do your short distance runs, it still gives you a softer feeling and it gives you the feel of a running shoe. And this is something that they have incorporated in the Nano 9, and before which it was not available, and that's why it makes it a good shoe for running as well as training. So that is third thing is specifically with the Nano 9s, they widened the area of your toes. So with the widened foot space around the toes, it becomes more comfortable for people with wider feet. Earlier, I've heard people who've taken a size higher on the nanos just because their feet were wider and it would just get too crammed up inside the shoe. So with more foot space around the toes, it makes it more comfortable and breathable with the Nano 9s. Next comes the breakthrough technology of Reebok, which is the flex weave technology, which makes the entire shoe extremely more breathable, durable, and it makes it extremely lightweight. The shoe doesn't at all feel that it's heavy. So if you're doing while you need a good solid heavy shoe for your Olympic lifting, and at the same time you need a light shoe for your running, for your double unders, for your skipping, for your plyometrics, the Nano suffices that requirement with the dual sole and the flex weave technology. So it makes it a light shoe, but still an incredible shoe for your training purposes. So apart from the three factors that I just mentioned that I look for in a good shoe, another additional things that I look for is how do the movements go when you use these shoes. So I tried a bunch of movements. I tried some box jumps, I tried some pistols, I tried some double unders, I tried some Olympic lifting, I tried some squats, deadlifts, I tried some running. Every single movement felt very smooth with the Nano 9s. I mean, the earlier Nanos, they would either not be very good with Olympic lifting, or they would not be very good with the double unders, or there would be some glitches when it came to box jumps, or when it came to running or something or the other. They would just feel like, okay, there is something that could have been better, or probably it hurts me in this movement, it hurts me in that movement. But till now, I've not found a single movement that I cannot do comfortably with the Nano 9s. One more movement that we use a lot in CrossFit are the rope climbs. And if you've seen, we lock our foot up against the rope and do the rope climbs. I mean, move a lot up on the rope and climb down the rope. And if you use any other shoe, that might just rip off with the friction against the rope. But with the rope pro technology that Reebok uses, I mean, I'm talking about the area around the shoe around here, this portion, it feels super sturdy. I mean, whenever you lock your feet, it gives you a good solid lock. You can climb up the rope, just slide down the rope with that, and it doesn't just have any kind of an impact on the shoe. And that is one thing that, like, it has been a part of the previous Nanos, but with all the other aspects of the Nano 9 and this Rope Pro, it feels like one more brownie point added to the bag. At the end of the day, it's a shoe. I mean, you're going to wear it when you're training. You might also wear it when you're not training. So at the end of the day, what feels very, very important is how does it feel? Is it comfortable when you wear it? And it just feels, when you wear this shoe, it feels as if, I'm not kidding, or I'm not just saying it because I'm doing this review video or something, but when I wear the Nano 9s, I feel like the Nanos have actually adapted themselves to my feet, and it feels as if I'm not wearing a shoe. It feels like I'm walking bare feet. If you guys are getting what I'm trying to say. So it's super comfortable. So if I have to go, as per the shoe, the looks are good. It performs absolutely to the limit that you can expect. and it feels super comfortable. So I think there's nothing more that you can look for in a shoe for training. For people who are looking at doing some serious CrossFit workouts, or they are looking for a real good shoe that they can go for any kind of training, this is your go-to shoe. And the best part is, earlier Nanos were available in not more than one or probably two colors. You've now got three different options. You've got the Games version, you've got the black and white sole, and you've got the grey and gum sole version. I'll share the link to the place where you can get these shoes from. You can get them on shopforreebok.com. If you want to buy these shoes from the site, you'll find the link below. Do check out these shoes, and guys, go get these. Go get these. I mean, these are some real good shoes to train with. And I hope you guys like the video. If you did like the video, do smash that like button. Put in your comments in the comment section below, and do let me know what more would you want to see from me. And that's it for today, guys. Cheers.